bed at night, hearing all sorts of strange noises. Sometimes I'd even leave the light on. Thought the house was haunted.
Children often do that, lying in bed at night, let their imaginations get the best of them. It's not unusual.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm learning that a little too late, huh?
You could still put that knowledge to work today.
You know what I think would make me feel a lot better about that house in Northborough?
What?
If I could go back there, see for myself that all those things that frightened me as a child were nothing more than conjectures of my own imagination.
Well, for the time being, you'll just have to accept my assurances, April.
No field trips to Northborough, huh?
Afraid not.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if they ever fixed that old board at the top of the stairs.
What board?
Well, guess I do have some recollections. I remember one night lying in bed. I heard this blood-curdling scream. I guess looking back now, it was nothing more than a cat, but at the time it scared the daylights out of me. Jumped out of bed and ran to the top of the stairs. Forgetting that the stair was broken, I fell down. My mother said I was lying there so still at the bottom of the stairs for a couple of minutes that she thought I was dead.
Do you have any idea why you remember that experience now?
Probably my most recent fall down a flight of stairs.
You remember that fall quite vividly.
Do I ever?
Tell me about it again, April.
I was in Miles' house in Mayfield. I was having an awful argument with Denise. I told her that I thought she was faking her illness to get my brother back with her. When I told her I was going to tell Miles that it was all a hoax, she followed me out of the bedroom. She grabbed me at the top of the stairs and then pushed me down. When I reached the bottom of the stairs, I was unconscious. I was told later that Tree, Denise's nurse, came up to me and she looked in my eyes and then she felt for a pulse, but there was none. Tree said that I was dead. The next thing I know is I was experiencing this color, this great deal of color, and I was moving down this tunnel faster. Everything was turning white until everything was completely white. And then the next thing I remember was I saw myself. That's right, I saw myself, and I saw Miles and Tree working over my body. Miles was pounding on my chest, and Tree was breathing into my lungs. And then somehow I moved back into myself. I was dead, and then I came back to life. I know it.
When Miles left you the first time that he had to die?
Yes, I meant it, and I would have succeeded if you hadn't interfered.
You were going to poison him. With what? I said with what? Where is it? My God! Had you gotten into my drugs?
Oh, get out of here, Daddy. Leave me alone.
What kind of a monster have you turned into, Denise? My God, I knew you were sick, but are you mad as well?
I don't care anymore. I am dying. Why should anything matter to me?
Don't you believe in anything? Don't you believe in hell?
Yes, I believe in hell. I'm living in it.
Oh, Denise, my God. How am I going to stop you once and for all?
Don't touch me, Ruth. The only thing I wanted at this point was to see Miles dead.
Denise, Ah! It was a seizure, but I wasn't paralyzed. When I came to, I had a monstrous headache and something much, much worse. The realization of the nightmare I would face when I got back home. It was then I thought that perhaps if Denise were distracted, if she had something else to worry about besides her illness and her thoughts of vengeance.
So you pretended total paralysis and you got away with it?
Yes. But when I got home, Denise was far too weak for any more overt attempts at murder. But she had another scheme
About night.
that was even more frightening.
Oh, hundreds of ways to commit murder. Murder without punishment. That was the extraordinary part. I'd already gotten a death sentence. I could have done anything. Anything. It's too late now. I'm too tired, too weak. I'm gonna have to spend all my time in bed now, and I know I'm just gonna get weaker. That doesn't mean I'm giving up. Just because he's out of reach doesn't mean I'm gonna leave this world without making Miles suffer the way he made me suffer. I know what I'm gonna do, Daddy. I've got it all figured out what to do, and I won't even have to lay a finger on him. It's really the perfect solution. And it's the perfect solution for both.
Gus, are you saying that Denise told you what she planned to do and you did nothing about it?
I swore to myself I wouldn't let it happen, Miles. But I thought the best thing to do was to wait. Wait until I knew more.
Well, first of all, I'm not going to die from this stupid disease. I'm not going to wait around for it to get worse and worse and pain to become more unbearable than it already is. You know that painkiller that you prescribed for me, those injections, I read up on that stuff. And I know exactly how much it would take to put me away really very quickly. And goes the needle and it's all over. I'm sure that you do not blame me for wanting a quick end. But that isn't all there is to my plan. There's really much more. You see, I don't intend to be blamed. But Miles will be. My darling husband is going to administer this overdose. Deliberately.
So it was true. She did plan to murder herself and then blame me. That's not quite how it turned out, is it, Gus? Well, suppose you start telling me what did happen.
Denise wanted to get your fingerprints on that hypodermic. And then, after you'd left, she was going to take that same syringe and inject herself with an overdose.
But it didn't work that way, did it, Gus? How did it work?
It was just as April said.
You arranged to be alone with my brother, didn't you? You can't fool me, Denise. I know you're planning something treacherous.
God's sake.
I know how your mind works. You're probably thinking that because you can't have him, nobody can. That's why you asked him up here, isn't it? It's because you want to kill him.
I've heard enough of your nonsense. Now get out.
Oh, I'll get out. I'll get out of this room, and I'll even get out of this house. But I am going to sit on that stoop outside, and I'm going to wait for my brother to arrive, and I'm going to make sure he never steps foot inside this house ever again.
You're ridiculous.
You can't stop me.
Certainly can.
I heard it. The sound of Denise's cry for help. That was when I decided I could not remain in my room any longer. I had to take a chance. Leave my bed, my paralysis, and listen outside Denise's bedroom door.
The shuffling feet.
What?
Shuffling feet. That's what April heard in her vision. She heard you, Gus.
Had to find out what was happening in there, in Denise's bedroom.
And what was happening?
Denise had fainted.
Denise. Denise. God, she looks dead. Denise!
Oh.
You're alive. Denise, you scared me. I thought you were dead. Come on, wake up.
Oh.
Wake up. Come on, get up.
Oh, it hurts.
Come on. Get up.
Oh. Oh, what happened?
My God, you really are sick.
Oh, you realize it. Oh.
Look, is there, why did you let that nurse go? You look bad.
I'm such a danger. I'm such a terrible danger to Miles. Look at me. I look like I could hurt somebody.
No. No, you don't.
Oh, I can't stand this pain.
Well, is there something I can give you, a pill or something?
No. Nothing helps. Just that shot. Only thing.
What's in it?
Just a painkiller. It's the only one. Works. April. Do you think you could you give it to me? I can't stand this pain.
Denise, I've never given anyone an injection before.
I'm too weak.
Denise, I want to help, but I can't.
April, you've been in hospitals. Your brother's a doctor. You've had hundreds of shots yourself.
I've never given one before. Denise, don't ask me to do this. Look, I'll call someone.
Please. I can't wait. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. I'll tell you how. Simple. I'll just push that thing. No more. I have to get the air out. That's all right. Now, just put needle right there. Right there. Just press very slowly. Come on, come on.
I can't.
Don't get squeamish.
Look, there's got to be some other way.
I think I'm gonna die.
I'll call the Claremont. I'll get an ambulance over here.
Please,
Come on.
please, April.
Oh, Miss Dad.
Please, just give me that shot. It's all right.
I have to get someone. Denise, I'll go and I'll get someone. I'll bring back some help. Please.
No, don't go.
I'll be back.
No, don't go. Don't go.
Then what happened, Gus? Go on! All right. Shall I tell you? You went into the bedroom.
Yes, I went inside. I had to, Miles. My little girl was suffering in there. And then I knew what I had to do. For her sake. And yes, for yours.
Daddy,
You're in pain, my child.
but you're walking. You're paralyzed.
Don't worry about me. I'm better now. Your need has cured me.
Oh, Daddy, thank God. Please give me an injection. April couldn't have, and I can't myself. I'm too weak.
Yes, child, I understand.
Oh, please hurry. Because Miles is coming. He's going to be here any minute, and I can't let him see me like this. I've got to be...
Yes, Denise, I know.
Oh. My God, what a miracle. Daddy, you know, only a few days ago, you couldn't move at all. You couldn't move. I don't understand.
Miracles can still happen, Denise. To all of us.
That's what I need. A miracle.
There's always room for one, Denise. There's always, and there's still hope.
All I'll settle for now is just relief from this awful pain.
There won't be any more pain after this. I promise you. No more pain.
Thank you, Daddy.
She would have done it herself. Don't you see, Miles? She would have done it, and you would have been blamed. What I did was to save you and to save my daughter's soul.
And what about April, Gus? What about her?